Okay, what's happening, fam? L.A.R. moving, still moving. Book entitled "Lessons from a Non-Custodial Father." Amazon Kindle create space. Man, this is one of them days. Enabled parents make terrible grandparents. Some people who were teenage parents and their parents took over. Some people who were just young-minded and their parents and families had to help raise their child or children. Some people who were just selfish and then they had a child and continued to be selfish and the family had to take over. A lot of times those people wind up making horrible grandparents too, because the enabling goes to another level. This is for all the people who are raised by grandparents who know what I'm talking about. Because when they have kids, some of y'all, you don't trust your parents to be around your kids. You just like, nah, you know, you don't trust your parents who are now grandparents because it seems like there's still fuck ups, as if they still waiting on their parents to bail them out, even as grandparents. Their parents could be dead, So your kid might not have ever met their great grandparents, but their grandparents are still. Well, if my mom and daddy was here, they would take care of this grandbaby for me because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing because I didn't know what the fuck I was doing when I had you. Which says a lot because there are a lot of parents who are grandparents now who wanted to live their life while they had kids, and as their kids became adults, they're still out trying to live their life. So all the help that their parents gave them, they're not gonna give you as a parent. You know, all the rearing and raising and teaching that you got from their parents, they're not gonna give to your children. And it's unfortunate to say that, but it's true. Think about how many people who were raised by their grandparents who now have to rely on daycare. Think about how many people who were raised by their grandparents who now have to use Siri and Cortana and the internet to give them the life lessons that they got from their grandparents because their parents ain't going to teach their children anything. Think about where you learn etiquette from when you learn etiquette from your grandparents and now you got to pay for an etiquette course because your parents can't teach your children etiquette. Think about the things you learn from your grandparents: cooking, cleaning, sewing, landscaping, uh, fixing cars, roofing, sheetrock, plumbing, you know, budgeting. That a lot of our parents in my generation are not teaching our children when we're away because they're bad grandparents. And the crazy part about it is they don't see nothing wrong with it. And a lot of these grandparents live in an alternate universe. Because what happens is, if you make a mistake as a parent, your parent will try to get on your ass about a mistake you made, and you got to look at them like, you didn't raise me, motherfucker. Do you know how many times you fucked up? Do you know how many people had to clean up your fucking messes because you fucked up as a parent every day, 365 days of the year, 18 fucking years? But now all of a sudden, you want to be judge, jury, and executioner? You better get the fuck out of my face with this bullshit. Because a lot of these parents who are now grandparents, like I said before, whether they were teenage parents, whether they were just young minded, whether they were just selfish, a lot of them have selective memories. And some of them were on drugs and don't remember shit, or alcoholics and don't remember shit. And some of them were so selfish that they always lived in the moment and don't realize what that moment added up to. But now that they're old and grown, they know what the fuck it did. But now all they can do is play dumb. Oh, I don't remember that. I don't. That happened? No, it wasn't like that. No, I don't remember it being like that. Get the fuck out of here. Because what winds up happening is a parent's trying to tell a child that their life wasn't the way they saw it when they lived it. And the difference when a child becomes an adult and then becomes a parent, you can spot bullshit in a minute when it comes to parenting. It's like, no, let's be real. You didn't want to be a parent. You did all that shit on purpose so you can go out to the club. You did all that shit on purpose so you can go to the casino. You did all that bullshit on purpose so you can go chasing skirts or chasing dick. You did all that shit on purpose so you could pass along this dysfunctional relationship. And now that you got what you wanted, now you want to go to church for a couple weeks and say, I'm all right. And here's the problem with that. A lot of these older grandparents nowadays go to church and try to say they better people, and still do the exact same bullshit if they're around your child. You know, there are people who've been um, molested, who ignored or who knew a child was being molested, and now as a grandparent, they might bring the molester around the fucking child. Like, that's okay, baby. It's not okay, bitch. They might be abusive, verbally, physically, both. And now they want to come around with the grandchild and be verbally, physically abusive, or both. And like, I'm gonna knock you the fuck out. Honor thy father and thy mother. Shut the fuck up. You want to take out your frustrations in life on the world on the child, but no, it's not gonna happen. They want to be absentee grandparents. The same way they were absentee parents. And what I mean by absentee, I mean them type of motherfuckers that say, I got your Christmas gift right here. I'm bringing it to you. Never show up. Or I'm gonna be at your game. Never show up. Oh, I'm gonna be at your science experiment. Never show up. Them type of motherfuckers. Where they at? Oh, they went to the concert with James. Motherfucker. And they're the same way as grandparents. Oh, I'm gonna come see the baby. I'm gonna come see the baby for Easter. Where Granny at? She went to the Frankie Beverly Mays concert. That bitch always on some bullshit. Or the ones who their parents who helped raise you always foot the bill. They always foot the bill. They would always foot the bill for shit. And then when your parent becomes a grandparent, they want you to pay for every fucking thing. Why don't you buy me a ticket to come see y'all so I could be with the grandbaby? Fuck you. You grown as a motherfucker. You got let off the hook as a parent and you want to get let off the hook as a grandparent? You fucking crazy. Why don't you just bring that child all the way out here where I'm at? And while you're out here, why don't you help me with my rent and pay a couple bills? And why don't you put some groceries in my refrigerator? Also I can see my grandbaby. Fuck you. How about that? Cash me outside. How about that? Because it ruins the relationship. It ruins the relationship from child to parent, and it ruins the relationship as two adults as parent to child. Because now you're looking at them, you're like, oh, you wasted your whole life being an asshole. Because see, it's one thing for their parents to enable them, but a child ain't about to enable a parent. I'm just going to keep 100 with you. You're going to lose all fucking respect from that child. Because a lot of y'all, are so in your own fucking world that y'all forgot that, you know, people had to take it on the chin for your ass, and you can't even return the favor. Not even taking it on the chin, but just be what your parents were to your grandchild, just like your parents were that to your child. But some of y'all can't even do that. That's too much for y'all. Because it's all about y'all. Because y'all ain't about shit. Man, I'm out of here, man.